Okay, so now as I'm waiting for some concrete I just poured for the fence to dry, I'm going to work on our backyard a bit. It has gotten a bit out of control with the grass. It grows extremely fast and I just have not had time to really take care of it. Here we actually have a well, and the grass is even taller than the wall on this side. And Maria tells me that's a pretty dangerous combination since it's not covered here. So now I'm going to go ahead and take care of that now. Here's that well. And then back here, we actually have where we stacked all of the stones from a single wall that our mason took down. So all of these stones here, every single one of these comes from just one wall inside. Imagine that, one single wall, all of these stones. Here's the main wall dividing the back of the house and the front of the house, so it's pretty thick and tall. But it's still crazy to think that an entire room full of stones made up that wall. A lot of back-breaking labor to get all of this cleaned out of the rubble and put here nicely. Okay, I think that's good enough. I don't want to kill the remark. Okay, so along this line here, we also want to put in a fence. And we're not really sure which we're gonna do. Maybe not a fence, but maybe a wall. But the panels that we're using in the front of the house seem like they're too long because this kind of curves, as you can see. So we might have to like cut them short and then put a lot of poles. I don't know, maybe we'll just do a stone wall here. We're not really sure. What do you guys think we should do? Any ideas, drop a comment. Alright, let me get cutting this out of the way because I can't see anything. And then the small project I need to work on, I've been delaying it. I need to put some kind of grill or plate to cover this well here. Let's see how big that is. Okay. It's about 1 meter in diameter. Maybe even 1.6 meters. A plate that's 1.10 meters in diameter should do the trick. Alright, let's get this cleaned up. Here's hoping there's no snakes. I say that jokingly, but I actually did find a snakeskin shed over in the dependency in the back here. Okay, so it's a very approximate job, but at least I know where the well is now. I'm gonna take an edger and go around the stones because I couldn't pass over that with the lawnmower. But yeah, we can actually again see kind of the perimeter and the boundaries. Wow, you can actually see the yard again. Looks a lot better. Okay, so this is my stockpile of aggregate that I've been using to make concrete for the posts, the fence posts. You can see it's looking pretty thin right now, so I'm going to have to go to the store and restock. This was actually for a different project, but I had it laying around, so I figured I might as well use it. But yeah, I need to get resupplied. Be right back. Alright, back from the store. We have our aggregate. I'm just going to empty this out so I can move the trailer out of the way.
done with your 8th panel, Nathan?
Yeah.
That starts to look very good.
We had a long day today, so we were able to get 3 panels in. So I was hoping to get 4 in, but I had to run to the store to get more aggregate to do more concrete. And this is, I would say the difficulty level is on par with the trench that we dug for electricity. If you haven't seen that and you want to see us struggle, go watch that video. This is at that level, I would say, of difficulty because it's just stone after stone after stone. Because actually we're building right on top of the old retaining wall, and they built a nice foundation for it. So it's just stone after stone below the dirt. Okay, this project got a lot more complicated because every time there's weeds growing out between the stones, it's just pushing them out of this support wall, this retaining wall. So I'm having to, while digging holes, I'm trying to repatch all these places where the stones essentially just got popped out of the line. So we're gonna restack these back into place. But it just adds another level of complexity and longevity to this project. It happened over here too. I cleaned it up. I'm gonna restack stones here. I started to over here. And basically down the line I'm going to do something similar to this. I'm going to put the stones back into place and reconcrete them. As I started pulling these weeds here, like these ones, over the days the stones started to pop out because it's actually the roots that was holding the stones in place. There's no more mortar left. So I'm just going to go ahead and rebuild kind of where we need to, where it's bad. The stones fell out totally. I'm going to rebuild with stones and remortar them. Kind of like how I started to do here. I'm going to do that same concept down the line. And just for a frame of reference, all these stones you see, stones here, here, all these stones, and all these stones here, that's everything that we had to uncover from the holes that we dug. There's just so many stones in the ground, we're not able to use the auger at all. Okay, we have a bit of a turn here. The property line goes like kind of like an angle and turns across. So we're gonna put 2 poles here to have like just a perfect turn, and also so it breaks up this long 44-meter run, so we don't have just one single fence line. That just alleviates some of the wind pressure coming off of the fence. Okay, that's a pretty good consistency. I'm gonna go ahead and pour that now. Okay, so we're coming to a close on this fence project. I have 2 more panels to go. I already dug the holes for them here and here. I'll throw those in tomorrow. And here we have the rest of the fence line that we did. So we're pretty excited that we only have these 2 panels left because it was a long project. Under the heat, it was not easy. While I was able to do this project by myself, I'm not going to say it was easy because there's tons of stones and it's been really hot every day, so it's doable by yourself, but it's probably easier if you recruit a friend to help you with it. I did have some help though. I have these wood boards everywhere. Those very helped keeping the level in place. So if you're going to do a fence project like that, I recommend you use OSB or some kind of plywood, whatever. Helps keep the poles in place, keeps it level. Okay, so for the next project, we're going to do a gate here. And we're going to dig a trench all the way. That's going to be the full length of the pillars and the gate. And then we'll get mounting those. All right, until next time.